One of the biggest draws in a man's life is when the relationship with his partner isn't going well. And I want to give you probably one of the simplest practical videos that helps you understand how to relate with a woman, what's actually going on in her world, what she needs for her to feel emotionally met, so that you get the version of her that you both want. She wants to feel met, and you want to feel the satisfaction of a woman who really respects the way that you show up. So let's get into it. The first thing that we need to understand is how a woman works. It's very different than how we work. Women need to feel seen in order for them to soften. If they don't feel seen or heard, they will get mean and vicious. This mean and vicious doesn't mean it's always justified because of some way you're showing up or not showing up. That's not it. There's some women that really need to do some work to soften, to soothe, to contain themselves, to work with the little inner girl inside. That's true, yes. And there's a place where you can offer over different ingredients to help her soften into what I describe as the juicy feminine. The ingredient she needs from you to be in the best version of herself is presence. So you might be wondering, well, what's presence? Let's get practical. Presence is what's left over when you stop all the performing, when you kill the nice guy, when you're not wearing the masks, where you're not trying to please her from a place of leaving yourself. That's what's left over is presence. Now you might be wondering, well, how do you create presence? Presence is a practice, and it's cultivated based off of a radical self-responsibility for your own inner environment and external environment. Example, the better I am at managing my money, the better I am at managing my planner and my intentions for the day, the better I am at my spiritual practice and when I do my breath work and I call in my layers of support, the better I am at being in right relationship to my thoughts and my own emotions, the better I am at feeding my body with high quality food, organic, high-octane fuel. You know, if we want to rip around in a Ferrari and we give it shit fuel, it's going to stutter, putt. It's not going to perform well. We're no different. A lot of men are unconscious to the quality of fuel they're feeding this vessel, which makes us more reactive. The more I tend all these different areas of my life, I'm attached to a mission where I'm in service to humanity. It's devoted to something outside of myself, which is this, what you're watching. When I'm doing that, I can become more present more of the time. I still get triggered and I'm a human. But I'm more present than I've ever been in my entire life because I'm managing and I'm in the practice of managing all those areas of my life for me to feel safe and secure in my own experience, just me. Now, when I go to relate with my partner, Courtney, if she's having an experience that's different than mine, I can just be present with it and not need to fix, solve, or change it. This is the biggest crux. This is the biggest kink in the armor of the desired relationship on both sides between you and your partner. She doesn't want to be fixed or solved. That's our default. If we're not present to that natural part of us where we move into logic and we want to fix and solve, which makes us amazing. That's what I love about being a man, is there's this natural not having to effort around part of me that, oh yeah, well, let's just fix it. But if I'm relating with a woman, that's not a helpful relational ingredient. She feels that, and then she's not going to be seen, heard, or feel understood. She's going to feel like she's being related with as if she was a car that needs an oil change. Not ideal. She's going to close off because she needs to feel seen. So the more you take radical self-responsibility about all the areas of your own life so that you're not in people-pleasing and performance, now you can stay with your breath, your body, your own experience. You can put your phone down. You can contain yourself and boundary yourself inside to not be thinking about how you can increase your ROI while she's talking to you. that you can drop work, you can drop other conversations and just be with her, knowing that that's what she wants. It's actually quite simple. It's not easy to do if this hasn't been your way of being or been a practice. It's not always easy to do, but it's actually so simple. When you lead yourself in the way that I've described, you'll be able to sit there and orient yourself of, oh yeah, she's different than a man. She just needs me to hold space while she shares about her experience and shares her feelings. And if you can just hold presence, she will feel so seen that she'll just share and share and share and share. And it might seem like a lot of sharing. Yep, that's the feminine. Not going to go away. If you just rest into none of it's personal and be in the practice of it, because often the default is taking it personally, making it about yourself. Oh, I'm not good enough. She doesn't appreciate all the ways I am. Oh, yeah. If you can boundary yourself, stay present, then she'll keep sharing. And then you can say, oh, tell me more. Oh my God, sweetie, it sounds like you had a hard day. That sucks. If you can just offer over just those little relational deposits, she's going to soften and relax. She's going to have emotional releases. She'll have big exhales. She'll maybe have a little cry. And then what's cool is when you offer over this level of presence, she'll start to really trust you, which is the very thing you're needing. She needs to feel seen. You need to feel trusted in the use of your power. When you feel respected in who you are as a man. If you don't offer over, build out your own practice of presence, you aren't emotionally available. I'm just going to name it. That's a hard one to take in, but it's real. Your report card of your level of presence is how she is reacting in relationship to you. When I walk into the kitchen, when I'm super present, this is how it looks. I've tended all of my responsibilities as much as I can, and I'm just walking into the kitchen knowing that, oh, I'm putting work down. I can pick it back up later. I'm going to have lunch. Oh, my family's here. Oh my God. Oh, something that I said just triggered Courtney, and whoa, her eyes just changed. Oh, interesting. Whoa, I noticed that kind of triggers me a little bit. And here's that part of me taking it personally. I'm just going to feel my feet on the floor. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's not about me. Oh, something's happening for her. Oh, interesting. I can then move towards her. And this is what's interesting. This is what's going to help her feel seen as I move towards her, put my hand on her back, look in her eyes and say, sweetie, hey, I'm here. I got you. I'm not going anywhere. Super simple. That's it. Go rewind that. Write those things down. Those 3 phrases will completely change your life and your experience of her. She will respond so much differently when you just do that again and again and again. And no, women will need reassurance for the rest of their lives. That's what helps them feel seen, is reassurance. So you just reassure them that you're there, that you care about them, that our emotions matter. And then what I often do is, hey, I saw something happen there. I wonder if it's something I said. And then I'll just give reassurance that, hey, I love you. And it's interesting. Last time I did this, she looks up at me. She says, you love me? Yeah, I love you so much. Whoa, crying, making out, connection. Oh, now we're both getting our needs met. It feels so good because of my level of presence, because she feels seen. This is a whole new way of thinking. This is a whole new way of being. And I hope this is landing for you. If you're not able to do this, you're having a hard time with leadership. It doesn't make you bad or wrong. It's just what is. This is one of my favorite definitions of leadership. Leadership is clarity in who you are and the direction that you're going, that the decisions you make creates an environment that's nourishing for you and for the people around you, which includes her. When you're in that level of radical self-responsibility, your report card always, every day is your environment nourishing you? Because when you're nourished, you are the very presence that is nourishing for her and your kids, if you have kids. That is rooted in nature, bro. That is, I've spent so many years of my life, hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaching, on events, on therapy. That's a definition of leadership I couldn't find in a book. And it's one that I have felt come from the inside that I am marrying for the rest of my life because it's actually so simple. My logical brain that's good, I know you have a logical brain. That's why you're here learning. We get to use it to just read our report card and accept it. If something's not nourishing in my environment, man, if something's not nourishing in your environment, change it. Get to know that part of yourself of what would feel nourishing for you. You know, when I am creating, I have these, fancy tea mugs that I like. I do that because it's nourishing for me to see this in my subconscious, in my subliminal, in my periphery that feeds my subliminal, my subconscious mind. I just surround myself with things that bring me joy. That's why I have plants in the background. I love plants. This is why I use all the electronics that I use. It brings me joy. And if I'm in a state of joy, I am nourishing myself by the environment I know I need. And then when I go on walk into my home, guess what? I'm going to have more presence to offer over my partner. I'm going to have an ability to respond instead of react. And so if that resonates for you, go back and write that one down, put it on a big thing and stick it on your fridge, on your desk, so that you can remember that you are in the game of becoming a leader in your life. And she's a report card that's letting you know where you're at in the evolution of leadership. Not bad or wrong, not a personal thing to defend or attack. What a gift to just see the feedback. To be in the practice of sometimes boundaries. Whoa, babe, not okay with how you're talking to me. Do you want us to try to say that in different words? Notice how different that is than, hey, you're being such a bitch. I've been that guy. I've said that thing. Not helpful. She's not feeling seen. I'm just projecting my pain, my inability to stay grounded in myself, and I'm projecting now. I'm creating disconnect. I'm not going to get my needs met with that way of relating, that behavior. But if I can stay in myself and just hold boundary, hey, I love you and I need us to slow down. This is too fast for me. I'm kind of dissociating. Can we just take a break from processing? How about I just hold you? Imagine how different your life will be when you learn to lead in that way and not just be swept away by her. A man will be washed away by a woman if you let her, which means you're in the practice of leadership. Your report card, the environment, is it nourishing? Can you feel it? If so, you are giving from an overflowing cup. She will trust you more. She will respect you more. And I'm saying this from lived experience. My wife regularly showers me with all the things she respects and appreciates of me because I've been doing my work for years. And yes, I mess up and sometimes my report card sucks, but I eat that humble pie. I eat those shit sandwiches. And then I became unconscious. I stopped doing the habit that nourishes me. That's on me. I'm more reactive. I'm overwhelmed. I'm thinking about work and I'm not actually here. Okay, that's my work. And then that's humbling. It's refreshing. And guess what? Then she's going to feel so much more seen. So the reason Courtney gives me so many accolades and respects me is because I keep practicing presence in my own lived life. And then so when she goes to share her experience with me, I don't take it as personally. I just know she enjoys feeling that we're in life together. When I just walk in and just say, oh, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. 6 words that helps a woman feel seen, because that's something that she needs. Just like you need respect and trust, she needs to feel that you want to be connected to her. That's how she's designed. Women are designed to advocate for a relationship. That's why most women are so pissed that they can't figure out how to get men to do the work to bring in more nourishing ingredients for the relationship. And they feel like they're doing all the work and they're trying so hard. And then now they're not sure how to relate with you because there's so much fury in them that they're just shaming and attacking you, which is making you more afraid to even do the work. Because why would you want to relate with a woman who's so disrespectful? Well, a lot of the time, it's just things got out of hand. You guys got disconnected. But the way for you to find that feeling of connection and to return to home is to practice presence. Help her feel seen so that you can receive the respect that your body, your heart, your soul needs from her. But in a way where it's going to come from the way that you show up. If this resonated for you, if you got something from this, do me a favor, let me know in the comments, what's your big takeaway? If we don't share or write out or speak out our takeaways, it's hard for us to integrate because our brain needs to capture what the big message is. What's your new idea? What's your new behavior? Knowledge is knowing, wisdom is doing. So what are you going to do differently? Are you just going to skip on to the next video? Or are you going to write down a comment? You don't even have to do it there. If you want to just write it in your journal, just do something to help this land deeper so you can show up in a new way of being, more present. Offer over that thing that's going to help her feel seen, others in your life feel seen. And your mirror and reflection will be that you're a man worth respecting. For me, there's been no greater joy to be in that practice, and I invite that for you too. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.